Content warning. Ladies and gentlemen, the following podcast is not suitable for all audiences, and viewer/listener discretion is advised. For example, if, when you just heard the term ladies and gentlemen, you immediately thought about how exclusionary it is, then it's probably best you turn this off now.
I just felt like the way that I told that joke and you were folding your arms and looked unhappy with me,
Yeah.
I just felt really intimidated. I feel like you are a FERF.
A fat exclusionary radical feminist. I am. I just don't think...
You're only allowed in our bathrooms if you can fit.
All toilets need to be unisex but slim. Hello, welcome to Dead Men Talking with me, Rob Mulholland, and Freddy Quinne, who is also known as a big, fat...
Wait a minute.
Whoa, hey, what?
I thought that we weren't doing this because we were going to get demonetised.
Yeah, but I think we are anyway, so I'm just going to lean in.
Yeah, when we thought about not mentioning the C-bomb 3 minutes in, we did not think about all of the walls of prolapses and burst anuses and severed dicks. And...
to be honest, I think we're just on a list at YouTube. Like I think we're just on one where it's like these guys ain't getting advert money.
Yeah. Like paedophiles in the UK.
Yeah. Explain.
So you're on a register.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like paedophiles.
Yeah.
Right. That was the whole of the analogy. Just we're on a register.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't think of the word register.
Right.
And
I didn't say
I bought
register.
myself some time.
Yeah. I didn't say register. Just on a list.
Yeah, but
a list is different to a register. Being on a register is way worse than being on a list.
But a register is a list.
Yeah, but like it's got connotations, hasn't it?
So you're thinking of us as shopping.
Right, yeah.
I'm thinking of us as paedophiles.
Yeah, exactly. That's worse.
Who's closer?
And look, I'm not arguing with the accuracy of your statement, right? That wasn't my issue with it.
You just need to come to terms with what you are, Rob.
Look, I have fully accepted it, and so has my search history.
Yeah.
But, no, I think, a list can be good.
Did you see that woman who went viral, 2 weeks ago? Because she was like, hey, listen, what does she call them? Like people, like minor attraction affiliation or something?
God, yeah, there is some there is a word for it. What is it? It's like, it's something like, where they're really like, there's a massive euphemistic name for being a pedo, isn't it?
Yeah. But basically, her...
MAPS. Minor attracted person. I think it's MAPS. I think that's it. Something like that.
Google Maps.
Yeah, don't.
Maps Google.
Yeah, don't. If you're going to search for it, don't do it on the deep web.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Anyway, she went viral because she was like saying basically that there is a distinction between paedophiles and child molesters. Because a paedophile is somebody who is sexually attracted to children.
Sure.
And a lot of them hate that they have this attraction.
Yeah.
And child molesters are people that molest kids.
Right. But we have to accept there is a bit of an overlap between those two circles on the Venn diagram.
Oh, yeah, as far as Venn diagrams go.
Yeah. It's a big mushy circle with a tiny slither either side.
It's a snowman with no neck, innit?
Yeah. To be fair, I don't know if there is one side of it, because are there any child molesters who aren't paedophiles? They're just doing it out of like some sort of grim sense of duty. Like they're not enjoying it at all. They just think like, this kid needs sorting out. He's got real mouthy.
Yeah. Someone's getting a bit lippy, so we might as well put them to good use. No. So basically, that's what she said. And it went really viral on like right-wing Twitter.
Right.
Because people are like, look at these bloody lefties with the snowflake.
Oh, because there's never been a right-wing paedophile.
No.
I think paedophilia doesn't have a particular political affiliation, to be honest with you. I think it's all across the spectrum.
Crosses all boundaries, doesn't it?
I think it does.
So, anyway, she got loads and loads of shit for it, basically.
Yeah, because the only people who care about that distinction is pedos.
But here's the thing, is she's absolutely right.
I mean, yeah.
She's 100% right. So every single expert agrees with her on this subject. That, like, by vilifying people who haven't done it,
Yeah.
it just makes things worse.
Totally, and look, like Germany has a much more progressive approach where they have like helplines you can ring if you like, if you're like thinking about it.
Sex lines.
Yeah,
They
and
ring
little
up,
kid will go, yes, this is das Kindersex line.
Guten Tag.
What am I wearing? Just my school shorts. My
Very-
little child lederhosen.
Tiny little Bavarian dress which I wear for primary school, yeah.
Do you want to hear me pump this accordion like you will pump me?
What's that, sir? Your penis is bigger than Frankfurter sausage. Oh.
I shall tickle you with the feather in my little hat.
Germany's such a non-sexy accent.
I know.
It's so non-sexy.
The only way for German to be sexy is like aggressive. It's
Yeah.
like, if you're into being like dominated, then German is perfect.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a dirty little sub and you
Yeah,
just want
yeah,
someone
yeah.
to like really like, it's an authoritarian language.
German's
isn't it?
intimidating.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
What's a sexy accent?
French, Italian, Spanish, any of them.
I don't think that French is that sexy. I think
Get to fuck.
No, I think
French is so sexy.
No, it's not.
The language sounds sexy.
J'adore le pamplemousse. Yeah, you know what? You're right. You are right.
Yeah,
That is.
I just got a little bit of a semi though.
And that was me saying I love the grapefruit.
I know. Just imagine popping a hole in that grapefruit, like a Cosmo sex tip.
So how are you?
I'm all right, man. Like, have you ever had anyone try that grapefruit thing on you? It's a
What?
thing. It was like, like women's, like girls' magazines would be like
They
sex
don't
tips.
tell me that this is some sort of fucking British American pie.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's like European
Fuck
pie.
the grapefruit.
Yeah, but like it was like one of those tips that like teenage girl magazines, like the sex tips that'll always be ridiculous. And, like
Right.
one of them was like cut a hole in a grapefruit and put it over the knob while you're noshing it. To like, I don't know what.
Wait.
the point is.
Wait.
All right. And to be clear,
Cut
this
a
isn't my
hole
tip.
in a grapefruit
Uh-huh.
and stick it over your dick.
Yeah. And so it's got like an extra bit to like pump behind your mouth.
What do you mean behind your mouth?
Well, some people,
What the fuck are you
some
talking
people,
about?
Freddie, have dicks that are so big they won't fit all the way into someone's mouth.
No, but what are you talking about? The grape? I'm just.
So the grapefruit's gone over the knob,
Yeah.
right? And then like
But
you
wait a
nosh
minute.
on this bit and then pump with the bottom.
I'm struggling because I think what I'm struggling with here is that I'm not sure what a grapefruit looks like.
Right. It's like a slice. We're talking about a slice of grapefruit. So you a slice of it, a thick slice, and then you cut a hole in that, like a disc of it.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
I thought that you were talking about a whole.
Oh, not the whole
grapefruit.
dome. No, your dick needs to be coming out
Like
the other
a-
side.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought was
Right.
fucking weird.
Yeah.
Is that you were, and in my
Well,
head,
to be fair, I think half a grapefruit. I think my knob would poke out the other end.
no, I know, but
It's
a
not that
whole
big.
grapefruit.
It's about that. Grapefruit.
Yeah, but
Not boasting. I could get through a grapefruit.
just trying to get through, like how ridiculous your dick would look,
Oh God, yeah. Like totally. It's not. It's going to be a boner killer.
but also as well, your knob might poke out the other
Mm.
side, but it wouldn't poke out the other side enough for a blowjob to really mean anything. So what'd happen is you'd have a grapefruit on your dick and some poor woman licking at it like a thirsty dog. Just
But you might need a thinner slice, mate. But like also, it's quite bitter. Is that better? Is that helpful for a blowy to have an incredibly bitter dick?
yeah. Like margaritas.
Yeah.
That's what pre-cum is. It's the rim of salt around the glass.
Really balances it out. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Do you know I had a weird thing happen to me literally a couple of days ago?
Oh yeah.
So I was sat at home, chilling, knock on the door, go to the door. I don't open the door because the keys are in the other room. I can't be asked. So what I usually do is I check who's at the door, and then I decide whether or not I want to open it.
Sure.
Right. Also as well.
Even lazy when answering the door.
Yeah, well, also as well, like, I've got, like, parking fines and, like, fucking...
Sure.
I don't pay for TV license and shit. So my natural thing is to go to the door and then decide whether or not I want to answer
I'm
it.
the same, man, to be fair. I spent years with, like, various bailiffs after me and stuff, and I've still got that thing where if I get an unknown number, I'm not fucking answering. Like,
Totally.
I've got that thing of, like, it's probably bad.
So I go to the door, there's this young woman, right?
Mhm.
And she's dressed in...
Jackpot. Mate, that'd be a way to get them to go away, innit? If you just opened the door and went, jackpot.
Door-to-door blowjobs, you say? Let me get the grapefruit. So she's really perky. She's really preppy.
Right.
She's really like cheerleader in America.
Sure.
And so she's wearing pants, a white shirt, a red vest, and a lanyard, right? Mm-hmm. And she goes, "Hi."
She's dressed like Pippin from Lord of the Rings.
Exactly.
Right.
She goes, bare feet, disgusting.
Yeah. Hairy toes.
So she goes, "Hi, I'm collecting money for the British Red Cross. Do you have any donations for me?" Mm-hmm. And I went, "I'm sorry, what?" And she goes, "We're collecting money for the Red Cross. Do you have any donations?" And I said, "No, thank you." And she said, "Well, why not?"
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "I'm sorry." I said, "You've knocked on my door unannounced and you've asked me for money. And when I said no, your answer is why."
Yes.
And she went,
"It's called objection handling, mate."
And she went, "Yeah." And I went, "Go away." And then I closed the door. I can't believe that that's a thing.
Yeah. It's objection handling, mate.
How dare somebody knock on my door and ask for money for free for a charity that I don't know what it even fucking does?
The British Red Cross is a pretty good one.
Is it though?
It does disaster relief and stuff. It's quite...
Not asked.
Right.
Disasters were.
Yeah. I think you chose them when we did the charities.
No, I absolutely wouldn't have.
I think you might have.
No, I always go British charities first.
Right, it is the British Red Cross.
Is it?
Yeah.
But it's not for disaster relief in Britain, is it?
It is as well, yes.
Really?
So yeah, they'll do like when there's a flood or whatever, they help out with stuff. They do a lot of stuff, the British Red Cross.
Should be helping out when there's a flood?
Yeah.
The government.
Sure, but are you aware of our government?
I am aware of our government.
You're going to need some charities at some point to step in.
Yeah, we shouldn't do. And
I don't think charities should exist. Like society should provide these things. It shouldn't be up to us to have like a fucking sponsored cake eating in order to sort diabetes. It's mental.
Sorry. Sponsored cake eating?
Yeah, you heard.
In order to sort diabetes?
Well, like, I'll eat the cake. You stay off it. It's not going to help the problem. Yeah.
Sponsored cake. Could there be anything more insensitive than a sponsored cake eating for diabetes?
Yeah. Look, I realise now there may be some issues with the event. We'll maybe go with a welly wanging. Just one, though.
Have you ever done welly wanging?
Yeah, I've wanged a welly, mate.
It's fucking shit. I hate it.
You hate welly wanging?
Yeah,
how is this a thing you have this strong an opinion on?
It's just boring. Highland Games.
Well, you're not meant to be there for like hours. You're meant to wang a welly and go, "Oh, they're good." And then you go do something else.
Throwing a shoe. That's what it is.
Yeah, what else did he... It doesn't promise to be anything else.
But because it's called welly wanging, you go, "Well, that's kind of a funny name."
Yeah.
Welly wanging.
Well, there's custard in it. That's
fun. If I said to you, right, okay, in Spain, it's customary for us to shot put flip-flops. You go, why the fuck would I want to do that?
You can't shot put a flip-flop.
Well, exactly. You can't wang a welly.
It's not got the weight.
You what?
It would just sort of flop in the air.
All right, clogs.
All right, yeah, you could shot put a clog.
Yeah.
But why are we doing this in Spain rather than Holland?
Because there is a thriving community of cloggists.
Cloggists.
In northern Spain.
Right.
They are originally Dutch settlers. Mm-hmm. I can't believe that you don't know this. Sure. And they do it every year to celebrate Das Kristallnacht.
Das Kristall... So these
these
Dutch people in Spain are celebrating the anniversary of Das Kristallnacht.
Yep.
Which, just to be clear, is the night when all the Jewish businesses got the windows smashed.
That's the one.
Right. To celebrate that, what they're doing is throwing clogs
at
windows.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now it makes sense.
Yeah,
right. Sorry, I was confused for a minute.
They mock up like the front of like a lawyer's or something.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not saying that I agree with them.
Sure.
I'm just saying that it happens.
But it is part of our cultural history. Yeah.
Oh, my God. So, yeah. It's the British Red Cross.
Yeah.
I just thought door-to-door donations was a bit fucking... a bit on the nose.
That is a brutal fucking job. Like, I feel for the person doing it. The fact that she's that peppy means she'll be good at that.
But she was fit enough to earn maybe £500 a month on OnlyFans.
Oh, mate, but that works for charity fundraising. It's one of the things that's really annoying with my job, right? I worked with like reasonably fit girl. Like, she wasn't like like a model, but she was like good looking.
Yeah.
And I would work like across the street from her, and I would graft all day and maybe get one or two sign-ups.
Never.
And blokes would just walk up to her and just like get the wallet out, you know. And it'd just be like, she'd be like, yeah, I got 9 today. I'd be like, I got 1 and I tried a lot harder, you know.
Yeah, because you're not as good.
No, because men are dumb. Men are dumb.
You're not as good as well.
Well, I'm not as fit was the problem, you know.
There you go.
But like, I would have to be like an 11 out of 10 to get the same amount of female attention she was getting from male attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying this like it's in any way surprising.
No, I'm not saying it's surprising, but it was fucking irritating. You know, she was just so much better than me without
Just better
any
at
effort.
that job.
Oh yeah, totally.
I'll tell you what. Let's you and me stand outside a leisure centre and try and get sign-ups for basketball lessons.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
and there's you.
Literally any sport this would work with, except darts. If it's a darts team, they're like, I'm going to go with the guy who looks like he knows what he's doing.
No, I think football as well.
No.
I look like I'm better at football than you, and I am.
You don't look You don't look like you're better at any sport.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick a ball to you repeatedly,
right,
and they're going to see your ridiculous.
I'm just going to let it roll past.
Yeah,
me.
but a real player wouldn't ignore the ball.
I'm better than
Nah, mate, you can't.
I'm not lowering myself to
Nah.
Yeah.
They'd look at you and they'd be like, he's ignoring that ball. He doesn't know what
All
he's
right, just
doing.
when you're talking to someone, I'm just going to run up from behind and 2-foot you. And we go, come to mine. I'll show you how to tackle like that. It's dead good.
Really, that's going to be your sales pitch?
That's my sales pitch,
Come to mine, I'll show you how to tackle like that. It's
yeah, and
dead
your
good.
sales pitch after that's going to be, ow, my knee, ow.
No, I'm going to get a better sales pitch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hang a grapefruit off my cock.
Right.
Look all seductive.
What, like a fucking Christmas bauble? Like dangling it?
Ladies, anyone want to give the
Like you've
bitterest blowjob you've ever had?
Like you've got a fucking one distended testicle. I don't think the grapefruit's a good plan.
No.
Yeah. There's another one as well, like putting like a pearl necklace around your dick, like rubbing that up and down.
What?
Yeah.
What, like?
Be like a massage roller, 'cause it's got the little balls on it. It's like, that's not what a pearl necklace is.
Yeah, also as well, it does seem, because pearl necklaces are quite valuable, yeah?
What? Oh, the actual necklace.
Yeah.
Right.
It does seem like a bit of a ridiculous way to, me great-grandma wore this.
I mean, I think you can use stage pearls. I don't know if you have to use real ones. Some oyster spent its entire life just to give you like 1/16 of a wank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, do you see the Edinburgh Fringe nominations?
I did. I was very pleased. There was loads of really good people got nominated.
A lot of whiteys.
Yeah, finally.
Lot of whiteys.
Yeah.
I actually saw a certain person, a couple of people on Twitter kicking off about that. It's so white, the lineups.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah.
I did see one where it's like, oh, just pick any black person. It's like, is that what we're doing?
That maybe wouldn't make sense, would it?
Yeah.
Nominated for the Edinburgh Fringe's Comedy Award, Alfie Brown, Lauren Pattinson, Colin Holt, and Dave Benson Phillips.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well, like, you know, maybe like suggest someone who should have won.
Yeah,
rather
yeah.
just going anyone. I don't know, but like, I think the people who are nominated are dead funny, and that's a change. So, you know, good.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy for Pete. Look, I mean, the thing is like Edinburgh's not my thing. It's not my vibe. But, you know, well done to the people that have made it work.
Yeah, and like a load of people who I really fucking love, who I think are fucking class. And like a lot of the list is like the people who I would have been annoyed didn't get, you know, nominated.
Yeah.
Josh Pugh is someone I've been banging about. We all have for years. We're like, he's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And like the Delightful Sausage are amazing. Loads of great people got nominated. Like
Yeah.
I was really pleased.
I actually saw somebody on Twitter as well going, I can't believe that the so originally when they announced the awards, they announced the awards in the shittest possible way. They basically got a guy to stand in front of a backdrop.
It's
where
like a
it said
really
Edinburgh
shit
Comedy
Facebook
Awards.
Live.
Yeah, and he goes, the awards are blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But I saw somebody moaning that the when they uploaded it to Twitter, it wasn't captioned. So it was like people who are deaf or whatever, or you know.
You can just Google it. There's loads of articles where it's written down.
Exactly, but also something like, and this is particularly insensitive when one of the applicants is deaf and one of the applicants is visually impaired. And I think they're talking about Josh Pugh for visually impaired.
Right.
And I don't think he would give
Well, so how are subtitles going to help him? He can't read them. It's going to be anything fucking worse. He's half blind. I've seen the fucking letters on his phone. They're like this big. He like reads text one letters at a time. I don't think he's going to manage the fucking subtitles.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine him sat there like, and they're like, Josh, what's wrong? You've just been nominated for the biggest award in comedy. Yeah, but it wasn't subtitled.
What about the hearing impaired?
It's just so silly.
Yeah.
People will find a reason to fucking moan
about
literally anything.
Yeah, that's why I just don't give a shit about that sort of moaning. It's just
I love it. I love watching these people. Yeah. They stew for a minute and they go, but there's
got to be some reason that they're bad.
Yeah. There's no Indo-Chinese non-binary people up this list. And it's like, really? That's what you're upset about? Yeah. That's what you're going for?
Well, there is a trans nominee. Jordan Gray.
Jordan Gray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan Gray has an amazing show title. Is It a Bird?
Is It a Bird's excellent. Also TikTok. As well, looks fantastic visually, the poster.
Oh, right. I thought you just meant Jordan then. I thought you were just like, let's not comment.
I would say...
Oh, yeah, Jordan's good looking, yeah.
Yeah. Like, because there are some times where you look and you go, Jesus, like, really? That's you trying? Like, what?
Well, like, if you had to transition, if you were trans, it wouldn't be a great result on the other side.
No, it wouldn't be fantastic.
No.
It'd look better because I've got a beard.
Yeah.
So I'd shave that off and instantly people would go, yeah. But yeah, there's some frames. There's some frames that just don't...
Like, look, I've got the legs for it, but when you get up to the shoulders and that, it's really good. I've got very large hands.
I've got a wide back as well.
You do have a wide back.
Look, everyone's got a giveaway.
Yeah.
And yours is being...
Shoulders and hands.
Yours is being 6'7".
And yeah, 6'7's not helping.
That's your giveaway.
Yeah.
My giveaway is I've got wide shoulders.
Sure.
I'm a wide back woman.
Yeah, that's true. And your tits don't have really the same perkiness.
Yeah.
They sort of go sideways rather than up.
Because I ain't no massive back girl. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
These my tits. But
yeah, I hope the awards don't mean it's harder for us to get, like, so I want to get Josh on here from a bunch of those people, so I hope we can get them now.
Yeah.
Well, successful.
The thing about the Edinburgh Comedy Awards is that it is really important while you are in Edinburgh that year for 4 days.
Yeah.
And then you come back down and people are like, oh my, you get 2 weeks of people going, oh my God, really well done. Fantastic. I was dead made up for you.
And
then you are back to doing 150 quid middles in Scunthorpe.
Sure, but you also get like TV people will be in touch with them and will try stuff and things like that. You know, you get like a little bit of you get a proper boost like that. So good luck to them.
Right. Yeah.
Our mate Vittorio fucking got a Best Newcomer nomination.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it? I didn't think he'd get it.
I didn't think either because he's just done a really funny show. He's smashed it. He's had an amazing Edinburgh. But normally, and that's one of the things that was really nice this year, normally, like the shows that are just funny get ignored. But this year, just balls out, just funny shows have been nominated.
Yeah,
so
I was
really
actually
pleased.
also as well really pleased for Emmanuel Sanubi.
Yes, I don't know Emmanuel personally, but like pleased for him. He seems like a good dude. So.
Yeah. And also as well, he works and he tries hard.
Exactly,
and he's just a funny guy.
Love to see it. Tell you the biggest thing that happened this year, though, that I think is genuinely like amazing. And like, look, I am the first to shit on the Fringe and to shit on the industry.
Yeah.
But something amazing that they did, they just like gone a little under the radar. 2 of the shows nominated this year didn't do the whole run. So that has never happened before, ever. In order to be eligible for the awards in the past, you had to do the whole run. In order to get reviews in the past, you had to do the whole run. So this year, a bunch of shows that have only done half of it have got like loads of reviews, and also they've been nominated for the awards. So now there is zero reason for anyone to ever do a full run ever again.
Yeah.
And hopefully, if people start only doing 2 weeks out of the 4, if everyone does that, suddenly you need half as much accommodation for performers. So prices come down, and you're only paying for it half as long. So the cost of doing it plummets. It could genuinely like save the whole fucking festival just doing that. Yeah. As long as people cotton on and go, I'm only doing fucking half. But I've already spoken to in the last 2 days 5 comedians who are like, I'm never doing a full one again.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone I spoke to yesterday was like, yeah, we're not doing it again.
That's smart.
And that's really great. And it could really genuinely sort the whole fucking thing out. So I'm excited about that. So I'm doing 2 weeks next year. I want to, be the change you want to see, innit? So I'm going to go do 2 weeks.
Be the change you want to see.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did you just quote Gandhi?
I did, yeah.
When referencing yourself.
Yeah.
Sorry. Did you just quote Gandhi liberating an entire nation of people
All right, but
against British colonialism and compare it to you only doing 2 out of 3.5 weeks
Yes, I did.
at the Edinburgh Fringe.
Yeah, but I'm also, in those 2.5 weeks, I'm not going to rape any children, so I guess it's 1-0 me against Gandhi. I'm also, I would let my wife get medical treatment, 2-0.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, he had a whole thing where he was like, oh, you can't have medical treatment, it's bad. It's bad to get medical treatment. Then he got ill later in his life and he's like, you know what? I've had a little think about this medical treatment. I think it might be okay for me to get it.
Yeah. I'm already bald, so chemo, not a problem.
Look, like, bad dudes get good shit done. It's the whole of history. If you look around, great stuff's done by shitty people.
I do love the idea of him being like, listen, right, I am going to go to sleep. I'm going to go in bed with those 2 13-year-old girls. And everyone being like, Gandhi, why? And him being like, well, just because I'm testing myself.
Yeah.
And people going, well, look, you can't, you've told us
that's not a test for me as well. Like, I know already I don't want to rape children. So no matter the proximity to me and the availability of the children, I'm still not going to want to rape them.
Actually, the test is getting to sleep. So
I mean, I don't think I could sleep. That'd be annoying.
Well, there you go. So the test is, well, could you? Do you reckon you'd be able to fall asleep with 2 13-year-old girls in the same bed as you, one either side?
No, but I've struggled to like fall asleep with like one girl I don't know next to me. It takes a while to like get used to it before you can sleep properly.
Oh, I'm out like a light, Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, whenever I was having like one night stands and that, I never got any fucking sleep.
You'd stay up all night?
Well, I just wouldn't be able to sleep.
Like a little serial killer?
No, I just wouldn't be able to sleep. I would try. I'm not like stood at the end of the bed looking at him.
But you're just like, I need my own bed.
Yeah, and it would just be, just like, it's just awkward having someone else there you don't know.
Oh, no, I'm out like a light, mate.
Yeah. Well, you've put in as much physical effort as you ever do in your entire life. I imagine you're knackered. The exertion for you is like, that was a long 3 minutes. Yeah. Time to sleep.
If I don't fall asleep halfway through, I consider it a good job. Do you know what else happened at the Fringe? We'll talk about this. So, did you see that Twitter thread about Jen Ives?
I did, yes. Yeah, let's wade into this.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So, for those of you that don't know Jen Ives, Jen is a trans comic.
Yeah. And to be fair to Jen, everything I've seen from her, like clips, very funny. I've enjoyed I've seen some funny clips from her. I have. I've seen some really funny stuff from her. Have you seen some other stuff? I've only seen a couple of bits. I thought they were very funny.
So, right, so there is a clip going around of her going viral,
right,
of her at the Fast Fringe, the Chortle Fast Fringe thing, and it's a really tough watch.
Sure.
Now, I've not worked with Jen, so I can't comment.
Yeah, and like...
based on that clip...
Sure, but it's a 3-minute setting amongst loads of people. It's possible to just have a bad gig in it.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
I've
spoken to people who've worked with her who said that she does really well to like queer audiences,
right?
Which I imagine will be her thing.
Yeah.
And to be fair, the sort of audience that she would probably play really well in front of is the sort of audience that I would die on my fucking ass in front of.
Yeah.
So so anyway, a trans comic. I mean, you say that you've worked with her.
I haven't worked with her. I've just seen a couple of things online.
To be fair, the stuff that I've seen online is pretty poo, to be honest with you. But I can imagine that she'll play well in front of some audiences. It's not for me, but then again, most stand-up isn't for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to be diplomatic here and say I don't think it's great, but at the same time being like, that doesn't mean that she isn't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm trying not to sort of slag them off, as it were, and just be diplomatic, but also give my own opinion.
No, I got it.
But the thing about Jen is does get a lot of shit online.
Oh, like crazy amounts.
Does get a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes I would say, as an outsider looking in, sometimes does stoke that fucking, does.
But then it becomes chicken and egg, innit? Because like she's stoking stuff with people who are actively anti-trans. So I think her argument would be is that's the start of it, not anything she says.
Well, I saw a video that went viral of hers when she went to one of those like I think a woman has to have a uterus convention.
Yeah, I did see this, and she was asking where the gender-neutral toilets are.
Yeah.
Which is funny, but you also then can't be surprised when people are pissed off.
Well, this is it. There was a lot of people. She was like, I'm just going to pop into the women's to have a piss. And people were like, you're absolutely not under any circumstances.
Yeah, and it is a bit like, oh, these people at the We Hate Trans rally hate trans people.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, these Nazis aren't very accommodating with my synagogue.
Exactly. And I understand. So I understand.
And like, to be clear, I think the anti-trans people are the cunts there, but
Yeah.
you've gone to their house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm the same as well. I think that they're in the wrong, but I think that you can't be surprised when you do that in front of those people and they react badly to it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I get it. Yeah.
Doesn't mean to say that they're not wrong. Doesn't mean to say they're not bigoted for.
And they were like super shitty. They did like attack her a bit and stuff, and that's fucked. No matter what, who
Did they
comes to
attack her?
a bit. I think. I don't want to be quoted
someone
on
a
that.
bit.
Well, I don't. Well, you
slap.
can. Yeah, you can a bit. It's like she didn't curb stomp her, but had a go at her.
Didn't stop.
There's degrees of attack, isn't there? Yeah. You can like
American history, double X chromosomes.
You can attack someone with a feather, or you can rape and murder them.
You can attack someone with a feather.
Yeah, little feather attack. Yeah. Degrees of attack.
Okay.
Anyway, this wasn't a point I wanted to die on.
I know, it's a weird hill, isn't it? It's a weird fucking
hill. There
are
degrees of attack.
So Jen was in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And a bone of contention is that she is at the same venue at the same time as a turf. Do you know what a turf is?
I do know what a turf is. It's what you plant grass in.
No,
it's a trans exclusion. That's my one. It's a trans exclusionary radical feminist.
Yeah.
It's like the sort of feminists who are like trans women aren't women. Is their thing.
Diametrically opposed to that thing.
And like that is on the fucking venue.
But the thing is,
because both shows have a right to exist. Both shows have a right to be out there. But don't put them right next to each other at the same time.
Why?
Because you're going to cause issues, innit? And it's caused issues.
Why is it causing issues?
Well, it has done, hasn't it?
Yeah, but why?
Well, it shouldn't do, but their audiences are mingling in the same place. Some of them are,
Oh, I see.
Before you go into the rooms, they're in the same building.
Okay, yeah, so I hadn't thought about that. That's fair enough.
Yeah, like they're both sat in the bar, the diametrically opposed people who are going to see shows that confirm
We've
their
both
own
said
views.
Diametrically opposed way too many times.
Probably, it's just in my fucking head now.
Yeah.
Right,
it's a lovely little thing to say.
It is nice, it makes you feel smart. But,
diametrically opposed.
But literally every thick cunt knows it as well. It's one of them.
Yeah.
But like, these two Hegelian opposition, I was trying to, Hegelians about being against each other, I don't know. I vaguely remember that from years ago.
Okay.
Didn't
You've
work.
lost confidence in that, haven't you?
I have, I failed out.
You're not really sure. Google it.
No, it definitely is. I
Google
just
it.
phrased it wrong.
Okay.
Anyway, I was just, But the point is, don't put cunts who are definitely going to hate each other together in the same room.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That's just dumb. It's just dumb programming.
Unless you live stream it.
Yeah, totally. You want a live feed on that bar, innit? But no, it's just bad it's bad programming.
Yeah.
Because like I say, I think like you have the right to go do a show about whatever you fucking want.
Yeah.
But like those audiences are both going to see shows that confirm their worldview already. They're already dug in.
Yeah.
They're not going to see the opposite one to see if they've got any good points, are they?
Yeah.
So it's just
they should have put a show in between called "Sat on the Fence."
Yeah. Just go
Yeah.
Maybe not UFC, but everything else. Yeah.
I've got no problem to them playing darts.
Yeah. But this is
You'd have to be such a twat to be like, women's only snooker. It's
Yeah.
like, come on.
No trans women in snooker.
They've had balls, so they know how to pot them.
No, we'll have no trans women in esports.
Yeah, I know.
Women's FIFA is sacred. But no, like it's so that's where I think like an issue has been caused. Just separate them out a bit.
So the accusation that was made on Twitter, someone made this on Twitter. It wasn't Jen, it was somebody else.
Yeah.
And this went super viral. Was that Jen was having a recording for the comedy platform Next Up.
Sure.
Which, if you don't know what Next Up is, that's because you're not a comedian.
Yeah, it's where specials go to die. It's like, if you want to make a comedy special that no one will see, Next Up. Like, I had a special on there and it did not do well.
No.
But, it's for, like, hardcore comedy fans. And I really like the people behind it and they're trying to do something, but it is a bit too niche for me.
Yeah, it's...
YouTube exists. I'd rather do that.
It's Netflix, but for comedy specials.
Yeah.
I've never put anything on there. I never would put anything on there.
No.
It seems totally
But
pointless.
there is some good stuff on there, to be fair.
There probably is.
When I had a special on there, I had a free subscription, so I watched a few things, yeah.
But the thing is there's even better stuff on YouTube.
There is, yeah.
So that's why does it
A
exist?
couple of little cheeky comedy specials, maybe called Quite the Catch and Too Big to Fail. Maybe go check those two out.
No, I was thinking like Elephant in the Room.
I know, but shush.
Okay,
let's, no, there's way better stuff than us, but just come on.
This is the problem. Do you know what's really weird is I actually had a chat with Adam Rowe about 7 years ago, and he sat down and he outlined an idea for me that he said, I've got a new idea, tell me what you think of this. He says it's a comedy streaming platform just for comedians and specials.
Right.
He basically outlined Next Up's business plan 12 months before Next Up came up with it. And I went, it's a shit idea, that'll never work.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
How like you can have similar ideas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So they were recording the show.
So they're recording the show, right? And apparently, this is what happened on Twitter, allegedly, according to the reports on Twitter from this one guy, is that they're recording the special for Next Up, and the entire front row had been booked up by people who were sent purposely not to laugh and to fold their arms and to intimidate and to throw Jen off.
To be clear, this has been clarified since.
Okay.
So, firstly, you couldn't reserve seats, so it wasn't like they booked it.
You can't reserve seats, no.
So, and it wasn't the front row, right? But it was a row of people who turned up deliberately. They were like, "Oh, we hate her, so we're going to sit here in silence."
Okay.
So there's a row of people in the crowd.
So what I would say to that is, and it went viral because a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, this is terrible, this is awful."
And if it had been like that, that is
and
fucking shit.
And a lot of people,
but it's shitty anyway.
But
So
a lot of people as well on the right wing side of things used it as an opportunity to be like, "Well, Jen's shit at comedy." That was their thing. So, and again, the video from the Fast Fringe really didn't fucking help because it is a bad.
But look, we've all got videos out there that wouldn't help our case.
Totally.
Yeah.
So anyway,
what did you just remember? You've got a video of?
Oh, loads. I had one going viral a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, this is true. We could
ingratiated myself as it.
That's true. Yeah.
So anyway, right. I think that if that happened, and I think if people purposely bought tickets to a show on the day that it was being taped and purposely tried to put the performer off, I just think it's a really shitty thing to do.
This is it. And that did happen. And they were there. And they are cunts for doing that.
However, I'm going to take a deep breath.
Yeah.
I don't think it happened.
Right.
Like that. And the reason
I think a row of people turned up. The reason
that I say that is because how do you know that they were there specifically to put her off? How do you know?
No, you definitely don't. But I think
without definitely knowing that they. Now look, I might be missing some information here where some people in the room recognise these people as being prominent people that were associated with something.
If you turn up to a show and it starts and you're already before you've seen any of it,
but that doesn't mean
they are turds in the punch bowl, mate.
But that doesn't mean that they're there specifically
to
put the performer off because they are they object to the performer's lifestyle and whatever.
I am sure you could get them off in a court of law. But I think on probabilities, it's likely.
I think probabilities, it's the other way.
Right.
I think it's 95% that they were just miserable bastards who didn't enjoy the show. I think it's weird for you to jump and go, oh, well, they don't like it because they're TERFs.
Yeah,
I think that's weird.
I think there's more to it than that.
If I'm missing the stuff, by all means, somebody who knows better than me, tell me, and I'm happy to change my opinion.
Yeah.
But based on what I know, based on what I saw on that Twitter thread, my immediate reaction was, well, maybe they just didn't like the show.
Sure, but no, these are people who were already started off like that. That's what I mean. It's it's fine if by the end of the show they're like that. That's on you.
Have you never had that thing before you come out to a room full of people and they all look fucking miserable and shit?
Not at Edinburgh.
Never at Edinburgh.
Not like immediately before I've started giving me that.
By
10 minutes in, I've had it.
You never had it at a gig?
Yeah.
You look out and you go, Jesus Christ, they look fucking...
Yeah, totally.
Well, you didn't go, oh my God, well, these people are clearly...
No, but I wasn't in the middle of the culture war. I wasn't already getting that, you know, like it's already like that heightened, isn't it?
Yeah, but I wonder how much that matters. Like, look, don't get me wrong. If it did happen,
Yeah.
dickhead
I think they're
move.
cunts, but also, like, you know, like you say, I've had Rose hate me. You've got to fucking get past that.
Yeah.
You know.
How many people?
But it's cunty to go and do it in the first place.
How many people were in the room?
I have no idea.
Like,
it's Edinburgh.
because
Like,
if
so
it's
not
a
that
room-
many.
But if it's a room of like, even if it's a room of 60 people,
It's not going to be that many.
all right, even if it's a room, what, for a taping?
30 to 40. You're not getting a different room, though, are you? You're just taping the show.
Yeah, okay, fair
It's
enough.
just 30 to 40.
Even so, 5 hate, a row of 5 hate it.
What if it's a row of 8 in a room of 30?
What's this, 3 rows in this
Have you-
weird coffin-shaped room?
Like, some Edinburgh rooms are proper weird like that.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it could be, you know, it could be a large percentage. I can think it's like, it's not going to be helpful to you.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to be helpful.
Yeah. It's for me personally,
Yeah.
I'd need more proof that those people were specifically there
Sure.
to like derail the
But
show.
like, why do you need fucking proof? Who are you? Like,
Me?
you know, you're not the judge of this. Who gives a
No.
shit what you think?
No, well, totally.
Yeah.
No one cares what I
Yeah.
I get it.
Like,
but
I don't care what you think, and I work with you.
but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It just looks.
Sure.
I don't know. There's something.
So sorry,
about
Jen,
it.
you haven't convinced Freddie Quinne.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. I
I'm
hope you'll struggle through without his approval.
I'm sure she'll be so gutted.
She'll be absolutely devastated. She thought the one person the trans community can count on.
Yeah, she'd be like Josh Pugh when he found out that his Edinburgh Award nomination wasn't subtitled.
Yeah.
Just so.
I really thought I could count on Freddie after I'd googled the words Freddy Quinne trans.
More oppression from the place that I thought least. Yeah, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
No, but like I say, if I'm wrong, and if it was like, no, these 5 people were all prominent members of the We Hate Transgender
But it's just, I've seen
Society.
enough stuff like this in the past, like stuff going the other way as well, like the amount of like little fucking blue-haired knobheads who go see Leo Kear's shows in order to be angry at them. You know, this happens at Edinburgh because as well, it's not like you're going to a show, like you're going out for your whole night. It's like you could just nip into a show and go fuck it up and then go do something else.
It's really easy to be a knobhead, isn't it? I
100%.
suppose.
The amount of shows I go every year, I try and go see the worst show I can. Like
I do that every year as well.
every year I get
Do
the
you know what
shittest flyer.
Do you know what? You've actually changed my mind on this.
This is it. This is it. And say they're next door to go see the woman who hates trans people. They're there. They're in the building. You know, it's just a little pop across the corridor to go fuck up that show. It's not a big effort, is it?
Yeah, that is true.
I think it's very likely. Look, I don't think it's like the worst thing in the world if you've got a row hating you. But it's still shitty and there's no need for it.
Especially at taping as well.
And
It's
like you're at a festival where you can go see as many things as you want that like for you. Like across the corridor is someone who agrees with you. Go see that.
Yeah.
You know, why are you going to see the thing that you hate to fuck it up?
There's a beauty, there's a little titillation in
Oh, yeah,
getting
totally.
angry and upset by things.
100%, but that makes you a cunt if that's why you're doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they're cunts.
Mm.
And like, I always instinctively side with the
What's the
comic on
worst
stuff
show
like
you
this.
saw at the Fringe?
Oh, mate, I've seen some right fucking, like...
So me and Adam, again,
Yeah.
talking about Adam, quite a bit this podcast, you know, and he and I
I've
usually,
got a famous friend. Oh, my famous friend Adam. Oh.
he and I are usually diametrically opposed. No, so what we do is...
You're diabetically opposed.
I'm diabetically in toes. Diabetically in toes.
No, I got what you were trying to do.
I know.
It wasn't like the destination that was the problem for me.
I just felt like the way that I told that joke and you were folding your arms and looked unhappy with me.
Yeah.
I just felt really intimidated. I feel like you are a FERF.
A fat exclusionary radical feminist. I am. I just don't think...
You're only allowed in our bathrooms if you can fit.
All toilets need to be unisex but slim.
There will be people that are just like, I fucking hate using the loo after a fat cunt Tuesday.
I mean, we all do. If you see a big say you're right, if you go into a toilet and you see 2 people come out of the 2 cubicles at the same time, one of them is a skinny dude, one of them's a big fat cunt. Which cubicle are you going in?
Yeah, absolutely.
If all things are equal, you go in the skinny guys one because you assume the shit is going to be less.
Exactly. Or a cleaner poo.
Yeah, he's going to be able to see what's going on down there better. He's not just wiping aimlessly, just wiping a fold and hoping it's the right one.
That's how I live my life.
Fingers crossed.
No, fingers straight. Like Scouts honour.
Yeah. Dip, 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 dub, dub, dub.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. You changed my mind.
Yeah.
But I'll show you that Chortle fast clip. It's rubbish.
Okay. I believe it. Look, I believe. I've got a Chortle video out there that I ain't fucking proud of.
I got a Chortle video that I ain't fucking proud of either. It was me doing the Chortle Student Comedy Awards.
Yeah, I've got one as well.
In like 2000 and fucking dog shit. And it was like my 4th ever gig.
Yeah.
And he's recorded it and kept it on the internet forever. And I've messaged him twice and I've gone, can you get that off now?
No, they just won't. That's their business model. That's the whole point, is that they film everyone when they're a student and make them sign a release saying they won't take it down, so that if they ever become successful, he gets views. So like his videos of like the Jamali Maddox one and Simon Bird and stuff, they get views now. So that's how he gets views.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's quite clever, that, to be fair.
It is, but it's also cunty.
Yeah, but clever. And for me, when something's clever and cunty, I hope...
You love that shit.
Oh, I love it.
That's exactly your fucking shit, innit?
Yeah. Because
Clever and cunty, count me in.
Yeah.
Is there any way we can add some calories to the mix and we've got the perfect Freddy Quinne?
CCC.
Yeah.
I admire cleverness even when it is cunty.
Yeah, I think especially for you. I think you like it more when it's cunty.
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah.
There's something about that.
You're like, oh, you found a very clever way to be a knobhead there. Well done. Yeah. You doff your little cap to him, don't you?
I admire smart cuntiness, and I am not going to apologise for that.
I know. I'm not asking you to because I know you won't.
I saw another video recently, and I can't find it on the internet.
On our Patreon sometime, we should watch our Chortle Student Award things. Do you want to do that later?
Oh my God, let's do that.
Okay, we'll do that on Patreon
later. Let's fucking do a little... Right.
We'll watch each other's and we'll commentate on them.
Yes.
Okay, we'll do that.
That's going to be so funny.
Mate, I've already I've got 2 as well.
Oh!
Because I went back 1 year after the other. Like, there's already a bit that I'm already upset that you're going to see.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Oh, mate, it's real.
Go on, talk.
There's a oh God, I can't, mate. So bear in mind, right? I was 18 and I'd not really done comedy before. So it's like my 3rd gig or something. So there's one of the videos I start with. Go on. I can't even say it. It makes me cringe so much. I go, if you're ready for comedy, say I was born ready. And then they don't, and I make them do it.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
So you go. Oh dear God! This is going to be a bit. So you go on stage, and you go. And bear in mind, I've seen 18-year-old Rob Mulholland, tall, lanky streaker piss, stupid fucking the Kooks hair,
leather jacket, big back-combed hair, clean shaven.
And you go on stage. You go. If you're ready for comedy, say I was born ready.
I wish my voice was that deep.
If you're ready for comedy,
there we go.
Say I was born ready.
Yeah.
And then nothing happened.
And I go,
come on, I was born ready.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's that bad.
I thought mine was bad.
Yeah. Are you still called Tubby in yours?
I'm not even sure.
I'll have to look.
I'm not even sure, mate. I did stand up once under my real name.
Yeah.
And when I got teaching, I had to have it changed. So I think they've put it under like Daniel Smith or something.
Right.
Just to try and because I tried to...
That's all right then for you, because no one will Google it and find it.
I tried to get them to take it down, and they were like, nah. And then I sort of basically said, this will cost me a job in teaching, and I'm more than prepared to fucking, take it as far as it needs to go. And as a compromise, they went, well, we'll change the name on YouTube, and that was enough.
That's enough, yeah.
But I remember a line from mine that I thought was pretty cringe at the time. So I used to work in a call centre at the time, and so this was the line. I was doing a joke about a friend of mine, and his nickname was Thrushy. Can you tell why his nickname was Thrushy?
Because he's got a minging knob?
No, because he was an irritating cunt.
Right.
And that was like a punchline.
Yeah. Rather than just a thing you say in the pub. Yeah.
But I thought it was really funny. That nickname was funny. I thought it was funny enough
to be stand-up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the thing is what you don't realise until you do comedy is that the language of being funny on stage and the language of being funny off stage are two different things.
Yeah, totally. Like, because like when you're like being funny with your mates, you've already got a shared understanding. You've already got a context for your jokes. You've already got a whole world of like in jokes to bounce it off.
Mate, I've tried bits that we've done on this podcast on stage, and it's died. Yeah. So I tried last night popping here and Byams. Do you remember that corner shop?
Yeah, yeah.
And so I went on stage at Hot Water.
See, that's a funny thing if you riff it.
Yeah.
But if you've pre-prepared popping here and Byams.
But I went on popping here and Byams, so I was like, because that's his name. And literally it was like,
yeah.
And I had to literally have the indignity of going back to my notepad and going, nope. because there's no pretending that wasn't a punchline. You just have to go, yeah, it wasn't funny, was it? Yeah. Next.
Yeah. Brutal.
Like, you should have been there when I said it.
But yeah, if you want to see that, if you want to see this horrible shit that's going to make me cringe inside out,
I literally can't wait.
I know. Like the problem is with this fucking podcast is the more when I know something is upsetting for me, I know it's fucking gold.
And you've got two of them as well.
I've got two, mate.
Oh my God.
I don't know if they're fully up there, because like, and so like I only did like when I lived in London when I was 18, I did like 10 gigs total, and 2 of them were this. So
I'm so excited.
And they're a year apart.
I'm so excited.
Fucking brutal, mate.
I can't wait. I cannot fucking wait. Yeah. Oh, God, this is going to be amazing.
Yeah, right. So we'll get that on Patreon. Patreon.com/DeadmenTalkPod.
Which is probably a good time to plug it, isn't it? It is £3 a month. Yeah. And for that, you get access to an extra episode every single week. You get access to the Discord server, the dark room bit. You can sign up to the Discord server as is, and you can get access to 90% of it. It's just the videos that we watch are put behind a paywall because it's the only way that we can fucking... I mean, I'm almost sure that it's not legal to be sticking these videos up in the first place. But...
No, well, I don't know about legal. I think it's probably borderline, but it's definitely against the terms of service of Discord. But Discord don't give a fuck.
No.
Discord's moderation is light.
Yeah.
That's why we do it on Discord, because they don't give a shit.
Discord
there's fully Nazi servers on Discord. Yeah. Like, we're the least of their fucking issues.
Discord knows who uses Discord.
Yeah. They're like, they get the reason they're popular is because they're cool.
Well, Reddit used to be like that, but now...
Yeah. Well, Reddit got so big is the thing. As soon as something gets that massive and becomes like a publicly traded company, then they've got to change shit.
Mate, I saw... do you use Reddit?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
What's your favourite Reddit subforums?
Tell you one, it doesn't exist anymore, sadly. Our butt Sharpies was amazing.
What, like people shoving...
People would compete to see how many Sharpies they could fit up their bum at the same time.
Why does that not exist anymore?
Got shut down, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think people were doing some damage. Once the record got to like 20, it started getting pretty extreme.
Wow.
Started getting pretty gnarly.
The last thing you want to do is to go to Paper Chase and have to buy 2 packs for your ass.
Yeah.
That's why you know you're playing a dangerous game.
And like they only accepted branded Sharpies as well, because others might be different widths. So you had to you had to have the standard.
What, there was gaming?
Yeah.
People
would be like, those aren't legit.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So there's like loads of amazing ones. A really good one I like is r/suddenly Elton John. That is one where
that's when they get knocked out, isn't it?
People would get knocked out so badly that they have seizures where it looks like they're playing the piano.
I'm trying to find one that I found recently, mate. Yeah. It is so fucking mwah. Like, it's so good. It's Incels of Reddit.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking great.
It's one of my fucking favourites. And it's just full of people who are moaning about, like, women not having sex with them. Yeah. Oh, mate.
Incels are so funny.
I'm trying to find one that I found the other day. It was so fucking... I can't find it. It was so funny. Yeah. It was like this long rant about this guy who was obsessed with his co-worker, and she was like... she dropped into conversation that she was going to see her boyfriend at the weekend, and he was like, and all of a sudden, I felt a black hole in my chest. This bitch had ripped my heart out.
Fuck off. I hate cunts like that. She owes you nothing, you little fucking dweeb.
But it was like, does she not realise? Does she not care?
No, she doesn't.
Mean nothing to you?
No, I know you don't mean anything to her. You're her colleague, you little fucking gimp. I just want to shake these people. Like, they are just such awful little cunts. Well, their God, Andrew Tate's been banned off everything. So, like, they must be miserable about that at the moment.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, how do you feel about that?
He's been banned off Habbo Hotel. It's one of those where it's like, it's a weird one where I'm not sure I have a full opinion. You know, because it's like...
Yeah, because at the same time, what he was saying was wrong.
He was genuinely encouraging violence against women, which is horrific. But I also don't believe in censorship. It's a weird, like...
Totally. There's got to be a middle ground. I know that's daft. But like, so for example, I kind of believe that, no, I do believe that if you consistently put up, you know, things that are, look, if you say, for example, if you do loads of videos where you say, hey, listen, I'm a man, women belong in the kitchen, and I'm a man, so I go and work and hunt.
Yeah.
I don't think that's enough for you to get banned. I think
no, and it wasn't.
But if you're like, oh, right, okay, you should be happy beating women up and fucking smashing their heads in.
Yeah.
You need to get banned for that shit.
Yeah.
However, I don't know how I feel about them getting rid of his Hustler University thing.
Well, that was just a weird MLM scheme. So it's like a weird Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I think with all Ponzi schemes, if you're that much of a fucking idiot
I know you believe that like morons shouldn't be protected from themselves.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I think that a fool and his money is soon parted. Yeah. And if you fucking stop him from spunking money at a MLM scheme, then he's just going to spunk it in a roulette machine instead. Yeah. Because these people are idiots.
Yeah. Like that. Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, if it wants to go, at least Andrew Tate's given him access to a fucking Discord server.
You can't take it off his own website. He could set it up there, but like his visibility is going to go down so much now that this will essentially kill him. Like if you remember, like Milo Yiannopoulos, he was on everything. He was everywhere. He was the center of discourse for a while. Yeah. Then he got banned off everything. And he went away. It does work doing that to people. Yeah. I don't like the massive tech companies are the ones making the decisions. Yeah. I think that's fucked, and like there's no transparency, and a lot of people get banned for like fuck all, and like I think there's a real problem there. I think it's genuinely like worrying that tech companies have that much power. Yeah. But at the same time, Andrew Tate is a horrible little cunt who was like warping the minds of a bunch of teenage boys, and I'm glad he's gone. But I don't know.
That's our job.
Yeah, exactly. But like I don't. You know, it's one of them where I'm like, I don't like the way it was done, but the outcome, I'm like, good. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, I don't feel good about it.
Murky waters, isn't it?
Really murky. Cause it's a grey area. Because like, yeah, in an ideal world, I love the fucking like, you know, the way you counter misinformation is with information, you know, you like, but put it in the marketplace of ideas. But if there's one thing the internet has proved is that does not work. No, yeah. If you disprove something, if you argue in someone in a way that disproves what they believe, they'll just fuck off and talk to people who do believe what they believe.
People are so biased towards the opinion that they've heard first.
100%. And like and people make their opinions such a part of their identity now that if you challenge their opinion, you're not just challenging a thing they think, you're challenging who they are. Yeah. And once they've made it that much of themselves, it can't be changed, because then it's like an existential crisis. And that's fucked. Your opinions aren't that important, you know?
Park life.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's all very fucked, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, as far as Andrew Tate's concerned, I think that me and him are diametrically opposed.
I don't think you are. I don't think you're the opposite of a horrible misogynist.
We are metrically aligned. I'm trying to think the opposite.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine your fitness regimes are diametrically opposed. Like he's in, like one thing I will say for him, he's in pretty good shape. Yeah, he is a former kickboxer.
Yeah, he's not great though, is he?
He was, but like a bad professional kickboxer would still batter either of us.
Nah.
You think you could beat Andrew Tate in a fight?
Yeah.
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 Can anyone make this happen? I know Andrew Tate's not that busy now.
So here's what I'd do: is we'd square up to each other. Yeah. And I'd see his stance, and I'd go...
He'd immediately kick you in the head.
No. I'd go...
Immediately.
I'd go, God, is that a woman reading? And he'd go, what? And I'd just smack him. And he'd be done. He'd be out for the count.
Yeah. He'd be like, that woman's got a job. Like, no! He's hulking out. Oh, is that your wife talking to a man who isn't you?
Tate smash!
Such an insecure little cunt. Like one of his things was like, oh, you can't have your girlfriend going out with her friends without you. It's like, what? I don't want to be going out with my girlfriend's mates.
I know. In fact, my other offers on many occasions asked me to go out with her friends. Yeah. And I go, no. Yeah. No, it's awful.
Yeah. Go and have a nice time. Enjoy yourself.
No. And also as well, she don't like being around comics.
Yeah.
Because it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's rubbish.
And like also, my missus wants to go get hammered. I'm going to sit there with my fucking Coke. Like, I'm not going to be adding to the vibe, am I?
I think your other half would be loads of fun on a night out.
Oh, she's fucking amazing on a night out. She's
Looks
great.
like life and soul of the party.
100%. Like, she is like, she constantly creates dance circles wherever she goes.
Wow.
She loves a dance circle.
That's what happens when you're tall.
Yeah.
You're like a beacon at that point.
But nah, she is amazing. Like on a night out at a party, like at a wedding, she'll have everyone fucking dancing. You know, she's that. Yeah.
I'm a lovely drunk, I think.
Yeah.
I think I'm a really nice drunk.
You're very jolly, but you're naughty.
Yeah.
Your pranking goes up a notch and it gets less subtle.
Handsy.
Yeah.
What have I done? When have you seen me drunk?
I've seen you drunk loads of times.
Like when?
Like tons of times. Like last week in Rill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. And like I used to be generally most of the time a fun drunk, but then like 1 in 5 I'd be a knobhead, you know, and like I'd get drunk a lot. So it was, yeah.
No, I absolutely love it. I even love hangovers. I just love.
I like, it's one of the things I miss, to be fair, is like the waking up the day after with all your mates when you're all hungover and sort of like, there's nothing funnier than that morning when you're dissecting the night before.
Yeah.
The morning after Dan Nightingale's wedding is the funniest day I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
We were just howling, laughing at all the shit that got on.
You pissed me off that night.
I know I did. I spilt wine all over you.
Yeah, because you twerked into me.
I twerked into you and spilt your red wine over you.
What a twat that man is. What a twat he is. Fucking one day I'm going to fucking do a podcast with him.
That'll show him.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, you made it. Someone else annoyed me that night as well. I can't remember who.
Yeah. I don't know. Everyone was hammered. It was a fun time.
It was fun.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. I do miss that sort of like the hangover dissection. But in general, I don't miss it at all.
No, I get antsy if I've not had a drink in like. Not a drink. If I've not had a blowout, if I've not had a sesh.
I used to get like that. I used to be like, I need a fucking tear up. And like,
so sometimes,
what I realised subsequently is, no, I didn't. That didn't help.
Sometimes,
made it loads worse.
Sometimes what I'll do is if I've not had a tear up, but I feel like I need one, I'll get a bottle of wine and 4 cans and a bar of chocolate, and I'll go home and I'll just get pissed off. I'll just get pissed off. God, that's sad.
Mate, that is one of the bleakest things I've ever heard.
Yeah. Bottle of wine, bottle of red, 4 tins.
Oh, Christ. And which one do you have first?
The wine.
The wine first and then go on to beer?
Yeah.
Red wine, then lager?
Yeah.
That's mental.
I tend to use...
That is insane. That's one of the craziest drinking routes I've ever heard.
Yeah, so I tend to... I'm a big fan of wine.
Yeah.
I tend to use red wine as a base layer.
Sake.
So I use red wine as a starting point because I know that a bottle of red will get me nicely buzzed.
Yeah.
Not pissed, but nicely buzzed enough for me to be like, cool, I'm in a good mood.
But who wants lager after that?
Me.
That's so wild.
I'll drink.
So
but Pilsner. So I wouldn't have for example, a bottle of wine and then a real ale.
Sure, but I'm talking about Pilsners. That's all I used to drink. But like, I would drink like 3-4 pints of lager, and then I'd go on to whiskey because I'd be all full and gassy.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's a normal progression.
Yeah, no, I will drink anything, except gin.
I was the same, you know. Gin was the one I couldn't do because it was the first thing I ever got pissed on.
It's the juniper.
Yeah,
it tastes of soap. It's horrible.
Yeah, I really like slow gin, stuff like that, like fruit gin's great. Yeah. But yeah, that perfume smell. Because when I was like 15, I asked a guy to get us a bottle of vodka from the shop, and he came out with a bottle of gin.
Not the same.
Not the same.
Go back in.
Yeah, but we're like, we're 15, we just got to be glad to get what you get, innit?
Yeah.
So then, like, I didn't know how much I was meant to drink as well. So I just fucking sculled it.
Ooh.
Did most of a bottle of gin.
No.
I threw up loads, embarrassed myself.
Yeah.
And my healthy relationship with alcohol began.
Sometimes I'll like get into drinks.
Yeah.
So at the moment I'm really into frozen margaritas.
Right.
Because I'm a divorced middle-aged woman. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you sat around like in your little dressing gown with a frozen margarita.
Yes. I had 2 frozen margaritas with lunch the other day.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, were you doing anything the rest of the day?
You what?
What were you doing after that lunch?
No, I didn't really have much on.
Right. Okay.
But, yeah. I just really like margaritas.
Sure.
I think it's the salt.
Okay. Like, I used to not like getting, like, day drunk. I hated, like, having, like, 1 pint at lunch. Just made me feel shit for the rest of the day.
Well, I don't drink at gigs because I won't stop.
Yeah. Yeah, like I used to rarely have like one. Like I was very much all on.
I like getting shit-faced.
Yeah,
I don't like having a sociable pint. That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's actually pointless.
Yeah, so I was like that, but I would do it like 4 nights a week.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm just not a pussy, am I?
Okay. You know, not got a life worth saving.
How did you not get a job at the Samaritans?
Yeah, I know, really. Like, you know what? That does sound miserable.
Mate, how about that for Patreon-only content?
What?
Me and you do a shift at the Samaritans.
Well, we keep a tally, see how many we can get to jump.
I reckon I would get way more than you.
Yeah, because I've got compassion. I'm joking.
Honestly, after an evening of me working at the Samaritans, the lines would...
You there on the phone with your little headset on with a frozen margarita.
Put it this way, the lines wouldn't be the only thing that's dead. Do you know what I mean? I'd be killing callers left, right and
We've
centre.
never had so few calls. It's like, yeah, I've really rattled through them.
Yeah. Top up! Thanks, hun. Bring. Hello, you're through to the Samaritans. Yeah, it does sound like she's cheating on you. Yeah. If you are going to kill yourself, if you and your kids are all in the same car, the carbon monoxide will get you all at the same time. See you later. Goodbye.
Remember, across for attention, down for intention.
Across for attention, down for intention is fucking genius.
I think that's a thing.
That's like a stitch in time saves 9 of self-harming.
Yeah. I didn't get the stitch in time thing for years, you know. It was a phrase I didn't understand for years.
Okay.
Like, until I was like an adult, I couldn't work it out. Because the rhythm of the sentence confuses me. So it's wrong. So like I now get it that a stitch, comma, in time saves 9.
Yeah.
But like the way everyone says it is, a stitch in time saves 9.
Yeah.
So I'm like, are we talking about the stitching the fabric of time? So I couldn't work it out for years.
Yeah.
Genuinely until I was about 25.
I wonder what the etymology of that is.
Well, it's just that a stitch saves 9 stitches in time. A
Yeah.
stitch in time.
Yeah, but
I
I mean,
now
I
get it,
wonder-
but the comma's in the wrong, you know.
Yeah, but I wonder when they started using it. That's
Well, it's not that, like, you know, just whenever they were fucking stitching clothes, innit? As soon as you're stitching, you can come up with that.
whenever you were stitching clothes in it.
Well, as soon as you're stitching, you can come up with that phrase, innit? Because, like, it's saving the material that will tear more.
A lot of etymology is total bollocks, by the way.
Yeah, I know. A lot of it, like, people just make up.
So my favourite one is, have you heard the supposed etymology for Saved by the Bell?
No.
So it's right. So this is bullshit.
Okay.
But it's bullshit that people believe. But once you hear it for the first time and you know that it's bullshit, you'll wonder how the hell anyone believes it's true.
Okay.
So supposedly the etymology behind Saved by the Bell is that there was a disease in the Middle Ages.
Right. Could only be cured by the end of a knob. Just had to poke the tip in.
Yeah, it's
like,
like,
oh, Saved by the Bell.
It's like Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
You're led there like this, but instead of waiting for true love's first prince, true, yeah, whatever. You're waiting for his
just a little penis on the lips.
And you go,
Ooh, tastes like parmesan.
thank you, Ken. Tastes like grapefruit. Thank you, kind sir. So the etymology supposedly that there was a disease that made it mimic that you were dead even though you weren't, right? And so people were assuming that people were dead and burying them, and then these people were waking up, buried alive, and they were like, oh,
it's
shit.
The worst.
And the way that they figured out that this is what was happening is because grave robbers were reporting...
Found the scratches on the coffin,
Scratches on the coffin, right? So what they started doing is they started, in order to solve this problem...
Sure, I have heard this, yeah. They'd have a little bell in there that you could ring if you weren't
No.
dead.
They'd have a little piece of string.
Yeah, ding-a-ling-a-ling.
And the string would go up through soil to the... I mean, that in itself is fucking ridiculous. Through 6 feet of soil, and then on the end of the gravestone there'd be a bell. And the idea is that if you pulled it, ding-a-ling-a-ling, people are like, oh, this one's not dead. Let's dig him up.
See, when I die, I want on my grave, I want one of those, but with a little motor in the soil. That just when people walks past, it rings it.
That's genius. That's fuck. But also as well,
then maybe have a little robot skeleton hand come out of the ground.
Here's the thing, right? Is with that whole system, let's assume it was true, you are really relying on the person walking past being a good martyr. Because if I walked past and I heard a bell going, I'd be like...
If you knew someone was buried alive in there, you wouldn't do anything.
6 feet.
You don't have to dig it. You've got to go get some cunt to dig it. That's all you've got to do.
Right.
So someone is buried alive and is slowly dying in the worst way possible. And you're like, I can't be asked walking to the warden's hut.
Is it raining?
There's a light drizzle.
That fine rain wets you through.
Yeah. Yeah, go see the warden. He might give you some garlic bread. A light drizzle.
Warden, you've left big lights on.
No, he's deaf. You've got to go see him.
Ah, nah.
And it is...
How far away?
It is 200 yards.
Uphill or downhill?
Slight incline.
But I'll feel the benefit on the way back, won't I?
You will feel the benefit on the way back, yes.
Slight drizzle. Right, okay. Talk to me about wind.
I mean, you're full of it.
Because if it's going in my face uphill, that's a pain, isn't it?
Yeah, again, light breeze coming towards you.
Yeah, I'd probably just...
It's mildly inconvenient.
Probably just ignore
Very
it.
mildly. You just let them die.
What I'd do is I'd
What if it says on the gravestone as well, it says 6 years old? It's a 6-year-old child ringing that bell.
That'd make it easier.
Why is it easier to let a kid die? Right, let's investigate that. Why is it easier to let a child die than an adult?
Because I feel like if they get out and it comes back to me, then I won't need to be worried for my life.
Oh, so it's just fear of retribution
Yeah.
if they somehow escape.
You know, like Kill Bill.
Yeah.
She gets buried alive, but she 1 fucking inch punches her way out.
How is the person underground going to know who's walking past not helping them?
I don't know.
Well, you think they've got a camera system?
They've got a bell system.
I would say a bell
They've
is a
got
lot
fucking
lower. It's a
Ring
lot lower
doorbell.
level of technology, isn't it? If you're going to have a fucking camera system, why not just have like a fucking intercom? Why
they've-
not have a phone down there?
They've got.
That's it. Fuck a bell. Bury me with my phone.
So, are you telling me if they can put a bell in there, they can't put a little periscope in there?
Well, they haven't, have they?
Yeah,
They've just got a little bell. And who's recognising someone through a periscope as they walk past? Are they just going on a thing like hunting down every fat cunt until they find the right one?
Yeah. I mean, that's a film you'd watch.
That is a film I'd watch. Just fatties getting cut up. Just tits getting lobbed off. Samurai swords. Super slow-mo shots of you getting hit with baseball bats and just rippling.
Oh, mate.
See, I would, and I know, I don't want to boast about what a good guy I am. I would help the child get out of its slow death. Yeah, that's just the guy I am.
Would you help dig? There you fucking go.
Probably.
If
it's the only way it's getting out, I wouldn't be happy about it, but if it's the only way the kid's getting out, I'm going to have to, aren't I?
I absolutely wouldn't.
No way.
I'd put my earphones in and walk away.
What if you were related to the child?
In what way?
Cousin? Cousin, yeah.
Nah.
Nephew?
6, you said?
6, yeah.
What
age would be the one that's most likely to make you help?
Oh, no, I thought we were still about getting someone.
Right, yeah.
Mate, it could be son and I wouldn't help. Be like, fuck this, mate.
Guess we're going to have another one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kids are infinite. There is that.
Kids are infinite.
Well, they are, aren't they? You know, you just keep spunking them up them.
Keep spunking them up them.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. If you want more kids, that's what you got to do, innit?
All right, Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Keep spunking them up them. Slap them if they say no.
Oh, God, you fat, lazy cunt.
And on that note, thanks for listening to another public episode.
It's a public episode,
We're doing. We're gonna have a little break, and then on our Patreon, we're gonna watch our first ever sets.
I'm already upset about it.
I'm so looking forward.
Oh, God.
Who's ready for comedy?
Mate, it's honestly, however cringy you think it is, it's worse.
Oh, man.
It's like, it's the worst thing in the world. And like,
it's like Freddie Mercury doing Live Aid and going, "Ayo," and no one replying.
exactly, yeah, he's just out on his own. Yeah, it was totally that. Except like Freddie Mercury was talented and good and like was doing other good shit where I was just being awful.
Well, I imagine you both look like you had AIDS. Anyway, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed Dead Men Talking, do check out the Patreon. Patreon.com/.
Slow it down.
Thanks for listening.
Not like a middle ground. Can we have a middle ground between the two?
Thanks for
Can
listening.
you just say a normal
Thanks for listening
speed?
to Dead Men Talk Pod. If you've enjoyed us,
It's not what
please
it's called.
Thanks for listening to Dead Men Talking.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to Freddy Quinne's Dead Men Talking.
I mean...
Feet Rob Mulholland.
I mean, no. I'm not having a feat. I'm not having a feat. I'm not having that.
You're the DJ Khaled of Dead Men Talk.
Yeah. Rob Mulholland! We on the rise! Another one!
If you've enjoyed it, check out our Patreon. Patreon.com/DeadMenTalkPod. It's £3 a month. There's no tiers. You get absolutely everything.
There might be tiers once you've looked in the dark room.
Yeah. You get access to all the videos that we watch. You get an extra episode every single week. We're going to record one now where we watch our own sets. It's fucking brutal. You get access to all the extra content that we film, all the roast show, live shows, Rob's punishment set, plus loads of other shit that we got planned. And you help to support the podcast. As you can probably see, like regular listeners, you'll see how the quality is improved and how it's grown and stuff. Because all the money we get at the moment gets reinvested straight back in. So by paying £3, you're paying for a better product for you.
Yeah, and it's our only source of income because we've really fucked ourselves. Like, we get the odd sponsor every now and again. We get the odd episode sponsored, but it's tough going getting sponsors, and like we get no YouTube advertising because I keep calling him a fat cunt and getting us demonetized. So, help us out in it. Give us £3.
And if you want to send us the darkest video on your phone, send it to 07520 644 931. As
on
always,
WhatsApp, thank you.
As always, the rules are no animals, no death.
Yeah, no kids.
No kids.
What was the other one?
No racism.
Oh, yeah,
You
sure.
know what? We'll change it. It's just no kids, no racism. Animals and death, fine.
No, because it depends on the animal video. Like, no fucking animals.
No fucking animals, because that's bestiality.
It's illegal.
We've been done for that once before.
And like, I'd say on the death one, if it's like, if there's a 50-50 chance they survive, send it in.
Yeah.
We're on that. If they definitely die in front of us, we shouldn't have shown that stabbing video. We did not realise that ended so badly.
I told you he died as
I
well.
know, and like I was optimistic, right? I can't help having an optimistic heart, Freddie.
You're a glass half full kind of person.
I'm a glass not dead kind of guy.
But in this case, the glass was full of blood.
Yeah, that should have been in his body. So yeah, like, if it's a 50-50 chance, send it in, give us a go. I think that's about it, isn't it? Like and subscribe if you're on YouTube.
Thanks so
Leave
much.
a review if you're on audio. There you go. We never say those. We should have said those.
Should we?
Yeah, probably.
Also, our Discord's pretty good. Check that out.
Yeah, get on Discord, you cunt.
Fuck off.
Yeah.